What it do, folks? I hope you're treating yourselves well, and of course to others. My name is Clair. This is my channel where I do tarot readings. I have been MIA for a moment, a hot second, if you will, but I'm excited to be here today and be back. I had to sort out some stuff, get my mental right, and yeah, this is a reading that what you should know about your current situation. So this is pile 1, and yes, what you are currently going through in life right now. It could be I'm hearing treasure trove, so I'm thinking there's maybe you're not going through a lot of stuff right now, but you're having a lot of mental upheavals. I think you are wanting big change. The Ace of Pentacles, maybe you have for a while just kind of kept to yourself, hoping that something would stir your pot is what I'm hearing. The Eight of Wands, I think you're kind of getting locked and loaded for something. You don't really understand what you're feeling, but you feel like things are kind of picking up. Maybe you see as though maybe you're kind of on about certain things. The King of Cups. So maybe you're getting more attention as of lately. You could be feeling more desirable, or feeling you're in a stage of your life where if you could share yourself with someone, they would be really satisfied with you. Maybe you feel as though you have a lot to give. Certain situations, maybe you're feeling very aroused with the Eight of Wands. I think maybe you're willing to work towards an actual relationship. It seems that you might be kind of closed off from wasting your time, in essence. 21. This is the World. 21 could be significant to you. There is a essence of feeling good in your skin, for sure. As of right now, I think you're kind of wanting to bear it all. Maybe you're kind of seeing ways that you can really show off, or maybe you're getting more eye contact from people. Maybe you see people are staring at you more lately. The Three of Swords, yeah. You could be coming out of a period of heartbreak, or kind of being hung up on a certain person or a certain concept of lifestyle. Maybe you've been feeling as though you kind of complicated your life in many ways, and you're kind of unsticking it, or getting unstuck in certain ways. I think you're feeling kind of proud of the fact that you don't want the undesirable traits of yourself, or what you see as what was wasteful about yourself, or how you might have been giving out yourself too much to others. You're seeing how you can give and take properly and healthy in your life. I think there's a desire to move forward, whether you have someone in mind or not. The King of Pentacles, yeah, there's 2 kings already. Yeah, 2 kings already. So I think that you could be doing well, or at least I'm hearing stagnant. So you could have enough money to change your life if you needed to uproot your life or move. You could easily pay for the things that you need to in life. Doesn't mean that you're well off, but you certainly don't worry about money in a sense of, I feel as though maybe you always know that it will be coming towards you. There is an ebb and a flow, a give and a take. When you give, you receive, sort of thing. It doesn't have to be so spiritual, but in essence, if you kind of give, some people think if you give out money, then you're more prosperous because you're opening kind of a river flow into your life. You're not being stagnant. You're not holding on to certain things. It could go for, I'm hearing personality traits, but it could just go for maybe you're not holding on to a lot of ideals in your life. Maybe you're letting things go easier, not getting as hung up on ways of being or ideas. You're kind of open-minded more as of lately, and I think it's wearing on you well. I think that you're kind of seeing your groove, you're in your lane and you're coasting. This devil card is raunchy. So You could be feeling very turned on as of lately. You could be feeling very aroused. Maybe I shouldn't even show this card, honestly. I feel like you could be feeling kind of on edge, but I think that you were wanting to find a way to let it out in a creative way, and or harnessing it in creative ways, or just like wanting to have sex for real. Like, I think maybe you're wanting to have like passionate sex as of lately. The Seven of Pentacles, yeah, I think you're really searching for that next step, and I think you're really taking yourself seriously and hoping, like, it goes back to like the ebb and the flow. When you give out the idea of like, I'm actually taking myself seriously, I'm ready, I'm here to work, I'm here to prosper and thrive in light and love. It sounds so trite, but like, honestly, I think that you are kind of just taking it all in, like staring off into the distance more, kind of thing. Like, you kind of feel as though like a romance towards life, and I think that the romance is kind of wanting to find you as well. I think that love is kind of coming in for you. The Ten of Cups. Okay, so the Ten of Cups showed its face. So the Ten of Cups is what you're seeking, and I think it is seriously looking for you as well. I think if you don't have someone on your mind, maybe there's like a clarity, because this has a background of like seeing the bigger picture almost. Maybe you're starting to see that what is right for you in a relationship, or how to communicate properly, or maybe you're going after things that you want more frequently. Maybe this is a sign that you should go after that thing that you kind of are interested in. You should put yourself on that limb. Like, I'm hearing like, even if it breaks, you won't, like, you'll just hit the ground. Sorry. I heard that like, if the limb breaks, the only thing is that you're just going to hit the ground. So maybe you're in a situation where you're kind of hung up if you should make a step towards something. And I think this is a sign that you should. The Ten of Cups really, and the Seven of Pentacles kind of shows that you're in the right mindset. The things that you were looking for within reason are definitely, if you can be seeing 77 a lot frequently, but if you can put down, if you can till your fields without expecting a certain amount of crops, there's a sense of like, if you are holding on to the ideals that you've had in the past ways of being, like, obviously something has broken down, and whether it have been a long time ago or recently, I think this is enough time for you to see the end of something and feel that its completion is worthy, or you're just like, you're done with it being on your hands. I think you're so done with something to the point where you just want to see a sign of life. I think that you're not being so choosy in all ways of life. Like, even if you're feeling like combative, I think you can find ways off of that ledge by just simply being like, I'm here for a reason. I've made it this far for a reason. The Seven of Wands, or the Nine of Wands. So I think if you can, the Seven of Wands is what we just saw. So I think if you can not be combative, if you can not feel as though you're owed a certain thing in life, or you're owed certain ways, like if you can keep your ideals so obtuse, and not in a bad way, if you can keep your horizons so vague, like the things that you want is almost like you want to just be centered. Like, it sounds so silly when I say this, but I'm thoroughly with, like, you want to be in the center. You don't want like super climax, or like, if you're feeling unaligned in certain ways, you need to find the center of somewhere. You don't need a distraction, or you don't need to feel like the happiness in order to feel better. You need to find a, like, maybe silence, or a way to let go of anger, a way to let go of the ways that you've been, that you are starting to see that are habitual in I'm hearing condescending or just negative ways. Like, if you have a way of being that you are starting to register as just not so necessary in your life anymore, I think that you're on the ninth wand, which signifies you could either take this leap and you can take the things that you're going forward with and make them, I'm hearing a part of you, but there's really just like this sense of like keeping an open mind, because life is trying to, like, if you don't make a lot of movements, if you don't make a lot of steps, like, you can go towards certain things that you feel are necessary and on your path, but don't go out of your way to feel like pleasure and or negativity. Like, don't search out negative feelings just because they make you feel better or something like that. Like, I think you understand what I mean by like, you know, wanting to see hateful stuff or watch horrible media in certain ways, like obviously bad things. If you can give that up for right now, I think that moving forward can be lighter and faster, because the things that you are really searching for are searching for you as well, but you're on the ninth wand, and it either could be a mental stagnation and battle, and you might be getting attacked in certain ways, whether it's like mentally or by other people. But if you can hold it together and kind of find your center, find your movement forward, the reason why you're doing this, like what makes you feel purpose, and you can like just hold that like an orb of light that pushes you forward right now. I think that you might have things that are trying to distract you in certain ways, but if you can kind of find the things that keep you going forward, you're about to meet like a glorious end, or like something's about to meet you halfway for once. I think that you're about to start seeing, I'm hearing revolution, but really I think you're going to be seeing forward motion in ways that you haven't seen in a long time, maybe ever, like, because you're changing, and so like the change that you have made has been so significant. I think that you feel like you're becoming ready for something, and it's kind of getting ready for you. Like, it's gonna start budding, it's coming out of the soil soon. So one more card, and it's the sun. Oh my gosh. Okay, so yes, I think that there's a serious need for you to hold your own like light for right now, because things around are very I'm hearing testimonial. So I think that you could be seeing a lot of things kind of click and come into space for you, but you have to hold your own in certain ways. Like, if you try to leap forward too soon, you could be disappointed in ways. So you just need to hold your own pace, understand that the things around you could be distractions, or they could be motivation forward, but you just need to focus on yourself and your light. And I think that people are going to be attracted to it like a moth. Like, honestly, I think that it's about to come around full circle, and it's gonna feel really warm and juicy. It's gonna feel really good. Just have faith in yourself, and eventually people, if they don't already, will have more faith than you even thought possible. Like, I really feel, and the sun is such a beautiful card. I think that prosperity lies within you, and so it's inevitable, it's eternal. Whatever. You gotta know I love you. Pile 2, what's up? Hope you're treating yourselves well. Glad you decided to join us. You could be feeling more intuitive or more on your grind, in your rhythm as of lately. I think there's a sense of maybe a higher sensitivity in sound, or you kind of have a shorter fuse as of lately, but you could be feeling more creative, more wanting to show yourself emotionally to others or a certain person, perhaps. Yeah, the Six of Pentacles. I think you are really wanting to like weigh the scales of options. I think you're really looking at how your life could be drastically changed with motions or movements. I think maybe you're looking into moving locations or stating where you're at emotionally to someone, maybe a family member, or someone in your life you are wanting to have, like, hash things out with. You could be just wanting to communicate more frequently with people that you care about. Maybe you've kind of been a little standoffish. Ace of Wands, yeah, I think you're trying to get a social life going, or kind of just feeling like edgy and thinking like talking could be helpful. I think you're really wanting like a community or friends. Whether you have had a friend group as of lately or not, you could have felt kind of like a loner. Maybe you've been trying to get your money up. The Seven of Wands showed up in the last group. So you could be feeling like you're seeing signs more frequently. I think that you're feeling kind of edgy for the fact that you feel as though the world is talking to you more. Maybe you're kind of just being more quiet, more introverted. I think that you're starting to notice a lot of things. Maybe you're kind of feeling like you're on a tight wire due to deadlines or people observing you in some form or fashion. Maybe you feel like you need to have more output into the world in some way, form, or fashion, or you need to run something up real quick. I think there's the King of Wands. You really feel like you need to put yourself out there for some reason in life. There's a real need to show yourself more frequently, whether it be more authentic or just putting yourself out there in whatever way that you do naturally. Yeah, the Tower. I feel as though maybe there's a stress of things falling through your fingers. Like I'm feeling like sand is going through my fingers right now. So, and I'm kind of like feeling like I just was talking fast. So you could be feeling like you have all of this, like you could have been coming to fruition. Like all of a sudden you're just hit and you're like, oh, I can feel deeper and I feel more things and I want to like put stuff out. Maybe you're feeling like you need to push things outwards. Maybe you've been pushing people away, or maybe you've been feeling like you need to work out more frequently. If so, working out feels good. So if you feel like you want to find some change in your life and you're finding it hard to participate in other ways of change, like if life is kind of keeping you in a stuck motion, maybe working out could make you feel more in control of certain things in your life. The Nine of Wands, though, you are moving forward. The Nine of Wands is someone, I think everyone's kind of coming to the end of their trials for what has seemed like all of 2023, and now we're in 2024, but it seems that people are kind of still dealing with loose ends in certain ways. So there's a sense of I think you're climbing a mountain that is how you want to treat people versus how you want to come off kind of thing in life right now. Like you're feeling a lot of things that you haven't felt. The Lovers, I think that you're kind of feeling more in love with life, or your lifestyle, feeling like you want to share yourself with others in general, or a specific person, perhaps. Maybe a person is making you like a catalyst to you wanting to act a different way in life. I think that you should definitely go towards anyone that makes you feel alive, whether there's been kind of bad blood or not. For some reason in my head I'm hearing that there could be kind of like the Knight of Pentacles. You could be like slowly observing someone or observing a situation in your life for a while and feeling like, when should I strike? Because I see the snake in the Lovers, and it makes me think of like maybe you feel something, maybe like an imposter syndrome, like this couldn't be mine, this couldn't be my life, it seems so far-fetched. The Knight of Pentacles kind of aids me to believe that you might feel like there's too much damage and or heave and ho, like it could just be a really burdensome situation to even think about, so you're like, how could it even come together prosperously? But I think the King of Pentacles, whatever you're thinking about, whether it's a person, place, or thing, something has been kind of heavy on your mind for a while that's kind of connected to either heavily or lightly connected to what makes you feel could be your next, I think, like, money maker in life. I think the next thing in life for you is a step forward that feels as though you are stepping onto a ledge. You could be feeling the King of Pentacles, like, not stressed about the idea because you haven't really thought about it all the way through. Yeah, the Six of Swords. I think there is a need for you to take some thoughts seriously about something that has been kind of off in the distance that you kind of been eyeing. Maybe it's a big purchase, or maybe it's a move, maybe it's a conversation that you need to have with a person in any aspect of your life, whether it be business, family, love. Just like there's a thing that's been lingering in your life, and I think that you're kind of feeling like it doesn't belong to you, when in reality it does, and it won't be as hard as you think. The Seven of Pentacles, I think you've been working in order of what your life seems to be set up on. Like, you could be kind of stacking money or building within your bubble, within your, like, mental capacity, the things that you do every day. I think you've been working diligently on that, but there's a sense of the Nine of Cups. Yeah, if you want fulfillment, like real mental fulfillment, if you want to, like, find love for whatever you're doing, person, place, or thing, if you want to find love in an area of your life, you need to take the reins of it. You need to take it seriously. It needs to, you need to move forward in some way, whether it be like start to study something in order to make a move towards it. Act like you're about to actually do it. If it's a move, if it's you applying for a job, if it's you talking to a person, if, like, whatever it is in your life, you need to take it seriously and act like you're going to go forward, and then go forward. Figure out a way that you can. Doesn't have to be so pushy, but I think in order for you to maybe feel more dignified in life or more fulfilled, I think that you need to move out of your comfort zone. As of right now, there is a need for you to the Eight of Swords, yeah, you're kind of blinding yourself by, I don't want to say staying in a cocoon, because a growth period is really sacred, and you could be finding out a lot of things about yourself as of lately, but the Eight of Swords kind of signifies that you could be being like a willful idiot. That's not a nice thing to say. I think you're being comfortable. You are enjoying the comforts of life, the luxury of the things that you have, and the things that you've worked for, and the things that you've built, and how far you've come. And it's an amazing thing to do. But if you want to find more satisfaction in your life, there's a serious need to take something serious and take it by the reins. You want this. Yeah, the 88 could be important to you for some reason, because we had the Eight of Swords and now it's the Eight of Wands. Yeah, I think that this thing in your life feels like an imposter, like it's not yours, because life makes things difficult sometimes. If you really want some of the finer things in life, sometimes you got to work for them. And I think that the things that we have never done or experienced, they can seem of a magnitude that is unfeasible. Like, it feels impossible, but I think that this is something, and you probably have an idea, and if not now, it will show up very soon, that something is, if you reach out and actually go forward, because the Seven of Swords, yeah, I think that there's like kind of like a mystery behind it that makes you feel like you're doing something wrong, or you're getting away with something I'm hearing is too easy. There is a sense that you're talking yourself off this ledge when you need to enjoy the view. Like, you need to take things, you're climbing the mountain because you want to see the view. Like, stop taking things so lightly, because you are the star. You are going to be on display in ways, like things will become more clear to you, I think, the more you take the roles of thing. Like, it's not going to seem possible until you start. And the more you move forward, whether it's difficult or not, I think that it won't even be like, it won't feel like such an obstacle. It'll just seem like you're on your path, you know? Like, things will become uncovered to you with time, as soon as you kind of move forward. I really think that there's something that you kind of are holding back on, feeling like there's better timing later, or you're doing something wrong by doing it now, or you're just feeling like it's not yours, it's not your path, but it is, and it's going to feel really good. So you gotta know I love you. Pile 3, hello. What is up? This is what you need to know about your current situation. And yeah, that is the gist of it. You could be feeling really tired as of lately, or very drowsy, kind of maybe in like a disassociative state. You could be feeling very standoffish, maybe not yourself, maybe taking up habits that you never have before. You could just kind of switching it up in your life, feeling like doing things a little differently, the Fool. I think there's a sense of not holding on to anything anymore. I think you are kind of over the idea of what you have been building on, or what you kind of were associating yourself with. I think the Six of Wands, you want to find success in your own ways. I think you could have been working with a team, or trying to join a group of some sort, be a part of a friend group or association, something like that. I think you're finding other modes of, I'm hearing transportation. So I think there's a sense of straying away. Maybe you're avoiding a person or a place or thing. Maybe trying to cut off situations and memories. Maybe you're trying to get over something, because there's the Strength card as well. I think maybe you're finding that your mind is kind of getting the best of you, in a sense of maybe you're feeling more hateful or sad. I think that you're kind of wanting to find things on your own, because you are feeling as though people have really let you down. The Knight of Cups could be a person. Maybe you're dealing with people treating you like a object in some way, form, or fashion. You could be wanting to tell people how you really feel, being more inspired to put yourself out there in certain ways. I'm feeling that you could be trying to figure out how to express yourself in a better way. Maybe you're seeing how in the past you have been less dignified, or not enjoying yourself, not seeing yourself now. You're not enjoying what you're seeing from the past in yourself. Like, you could feel like a disappointment, or just kind of embarrassed by the past forms of what you used to be, kind of, in a sense. You could have had a glow up or a change. The Page of Cups, I think you're just kind of finding a spark in yourself, or how you can like see how you can improve, and it involves kind of time and moving away from a place, a person, a lifestyle, habit, a way of thinking. I think that you have been very isolated, or you could be very volatile when you're around people, so there's a need for you to isolate in this period of time. I think that the 10 could be important to you. Maybe you're seeing 10-10 a lot, or 12-12 a lot. The Death card, this is a very cute Death card, so you could be feeling, like I said, very like your attitude could be straight up rancid as of lately. You could be kind of taking how you feel out on people, or kind of there's a need to isolate. I think that you're going through a period of time where you are very high energy, but surrounded by a situation that is not ideal for you. The World card, I think that there's big things coming for you, but there's a lot of change needed in your persona, or the way that you allow people to treat you. I think there's a need for, because you got the Wheel of Fortune, the World, and then the Death card. So I think there's a need for you to, what you were doing, kind of, I think your lifestyle is no longer of service to you. You need to serve yourself. You need to step away. And the Death card, it's cute, which makes me think that you are beyond ready for this recognition of like, you're recognizing that you want to let go, that you no longer hold place in this arena, that you no longer want to be a part of the things that you have been, whether you're like continuing to do certain things in life. Oh my God, the Sun card. So you're just like a big deal. I think that you're seeing that you have a lot of potential, and it's kind of putting you in a state of mind where you're like, I have been putting off all this potential, and that makes you feel kind of emotional because you know that you could be shining brightly. I think that you have a lot of self-awareness that maybe you did or didn't have in the past, but you really enjoy the person you are, but you are seeing how you could be great. Like, you're wanting to harness the power of your sun. Like, you're wanting to shine again. I think you've been holding off on, whether you have been out of the spotlight or you've just, things have not been going well for you in a certain way. I think you are ready to find the ways where you can start to shine again, start to show out. King of Cups, I think you're trying to find ways that you can show love again. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could just be like, you want to like have like a zest for life. You want to have like a lust for just everything that you do. And I think you did at one point in your life, and it's kind of gone through like hurdles. I don't think you've really lost sight of yourself per se, but I think maybe you've been kind of hung up on certain things. The Four of Cups, yeah, you've been hung up on certain aspects of your life that have been disappointing, or just ways of being that you got caught up. You were distracted for a second with whatever it was. It took you by the by the throat, and you were out of business. You were out of order for a second. Ten of Swords. Okay, so yeah, I think life, this train. Okay, so Ten of Swords. Yeah, I think that life really shut you down or something like that, whether it was like mentally, you were checked out. You had a period of time that made you change so drastically that you are not the same person that you have been in the past. Whether you identify with a lot of aspects of yourself, there is a complete overhaul. You are not the same. I think you understand what I mean. The Empress, I think that you're finding ways to be more articulate about how you love and the way that you need love. I think you're starting to really find that you're taking yourself seriously, but in a manner of not domineering or not being demanding. I think that you're really finding the glory within being swift and soft, like knowing what you want and what you're trying to accomplish, but not pushing, like just being the thing. Like it's a stable energy. You are just finding stability within like the things you think, the things that you feel, so you're able to have like stable conversations. You can talk to anyone. The Knight of Wands. I think that you are ready to, like, your charisma is off the scale. Your logic is there. You are a catch in so many ways that I think you're kind of ready just to expose yourself to the world, where for so long you have failed yourself or either held yourself back. Either you've been kind of like in the shadows doing your own thing, or you have maybe been failing in front of people. And that's awful if that's the case. But there's a sense of like the moon. Wow, you've just gotten so many major cards in such a little time. I think you might have just been kind of holding back because you kind of see how chaotic things have been lately. Maybe you're just kind of in observation mode, waiting for, like, I'm hearing prey. So I think you're kind of ready to strike on whatever, like, I'm hearing like whets your jowls. So there's a sense of like, I think whatever looks good, you're ready to go towards it. And that's the confidence that you have. Like, no matter what it is, I think you're willing to try, where you have been in a mode of recovery and rest. You could have had to deal with vices in some form or fashion, whether it be with other people or yourself. But I think that they're the Ace of Swords. I think you are kind of harnessing your own victory in a way of like letting go of anything that Ten of Wands. Yeah, I think you're being more lighthearted. I think it's a sense of like, you could have had a lot of beliefs in the past, and I think being more lighthearted, you can stand on the things that you really are gung-ho about. But there's a sense of like being lighthearted, being more like romantic towards yourself, which means like treating yourself better, treating yourself to certain things, not being like overindulgent, but really appreciating the things that you have, and just finding time to nourish your body and mind. I'm hearing tantric. So just like there's a sense of like eat things that you enjoy, but maybe that are also healthy for you. I think this is a period of time where the better you treat your body, the more nourished you'll be inside as well. Like maybe switching up your diet in ways where you're more on top of it, like maybe like meal prep, or just being more conservative with certain things that you eat. I'm hearing for some reason that's coming up, but I think that there's a sense of like you are about to get a lot of downloads. You're about to have a lot of ideas about things that you can do to move forward pleasantly and in ways that you're actually trying to build on. So you need to treat your body well so that you can move forward easily and be like, up to 1,000. You want to be on your top game. You want to feel the best that you can because you're about to embark on a lot of things, and healthy food, healthy mind, all that stuff. And you gotta know I love you.